Pussy though.
Bad pussy birthday. Can you say pussy on Alright guys, I'm so sorry the camera died. Now we have Gypsy with us. Brittany was telling us how she was asleep and so her friends went in the club.
Yeah, they did. I'm honestly really not that bad at them.
Okay, there we go.
So I'm really not that mad at them. Like, I know my friends and I know they made sure that I was like okay. And at some point, like as an adult, you kind of have to take responsibility for how drunk you got yourself. And like, you can't be expecting other adults.
Nah, fuck out of here. You could have took me home. Nah, I'm not with the shits. But that's just me. You're not leaving me in the car to go party.
I'm not saying that I would do that either. I'm just saying I'm really not that mad at them about it. Like at the end of the day, I feel like I'm a grown-ass adult and I make my own decisions. So the position that I put myself in, and I'm not saying like if they really felt like it was dangerous for me, that they would have just left me there.
Yeah.
However, I'm not that mad at them. I guess, I don't know, because there's still another time where they got really lit, but we were also in their house. And like, they had got like really sick and everything. And then like, I made sure they were good. They were in the bed, they were asleep for the night, but I was fine. I was literally sitting there like, and people were like hitting my line, like go out. And I was like, but y'all are home. And we done, I done put y'all to bed, y'all done went to sleep. And like the next day they were like, y'all, you left us? And I was like, but y'all were home. I made sure y'all were good. But it was literally like, maybe like midnight when we got in the house. And I was just like,
okay. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
damn, am I fucked up?
Nah, you're not fucked up. They left you in a car to go party. And you left them in the house to go party. I don't think that's fucked up. I would leave somebody in the house to go party. I wouldn't leave somebody in the car to go party. Alright guys, this is an extensive video. And we also have another guest in here. He's not physically here, but he is on the phone. And he's on FaceTime. And he's my friend and he will be answering questions as well, just to spice things up a little bit. So we have two extra guests because Gypsy is back here. This is Brit's cat and she's just chilling in the background. So I guess she's an extra guest as well. His Instagram across the screen, and he also does like fashion vlogs as well. So if you're interested into that, like his will be linked in the description box down below, as well as popping up across the screen. Alright guys, so the next question is, what is your biggest turn on? So remember, it's three of us now. It's Brit, it's Trend on the phone. So it's a guy's perspective as well. It's two girls and a guy. So, Brit, what is your biggest turn on?
Definitely foreplay.
Foreplay? Why so?
Just because it's the little things. Like, yeah, everybody can kind of get you.
Remember, this is a PG-13 channel, so don't get too descriptive.
I'm not. Like, anybody can get you turned on with like the obvious stuff. But like someone that can do it with like the little things. Like the things that you could also kind of do in public, but you shouldn't because you know what they really mean. Like that kind of person.
Okay.
That can like person that can turn you on with just looking in their eyes.
Okay.
That's, yes.
Alright.
My biggest turn on?
Yes.
My biggest turn on is basically somebody that could motivate me, like inspire me or whatever, that excite me. Like you might not be into what I'm into, but you could push me and like help me go for what I want. That really excites me more than you just being in my face all day.
Got it. Okay. Alright, my biggest turn on would have to be like an intellectual level turn, like kind of turn on as well.
Okay.
You can change your answer if you want.
Oh,
but
I
like,
didn't realize you were going that direction.
well, that was just always the biggest turn on for me. I like being able to really converse with someone and being able. It's not only sexual for me. Like, sexual is good for me.
No, oh, was it okay then?
Well, let me just get to my answer.
ahead,
Let me get my
sorry.
answer. So sexual is good for me. Like, but I like to connect with someone on a more personal level. Like, if I could speak with you, to have a good conversation with you, and you could put me on to different knowledgeable things, like that is a real like
Big turn on.
big turn on for me. Like, I hate talking to guys that like they can't even have a real conversation. They're little like, oh, what you doing?
What you doing?
What you doing?
It's the most
5 times a day.
The
What
most
you doing?
irritating question. Don't ask me what the fuck I'm doing.
Yo, that
I
shit
can't even
drives me insane. Like,
Ugh.
he'll ask me what I'm doing. I'll tell him I'm at work.
Work.
And then he'll be like, okay,
Oh.
cool, whatever. And then
Like 20
5 minutes later, what you doing? The fuck?
I'm at work. Like, I'm not about to explain to you the shit that I'm.
Yes. So exactly. So yes, this is that. Our answer.
In 2019, don't motherfucking ask me that question. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Word. See,
Don't ask me that question.
Even Trent understands, like, he understands as well. Like, he doesn't like to be asked what you're doing 50 million times a day. Exactly. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't keep asking people what you do. So the next question that we have is, how do you define ordinary sex versus making love? So, me personally, I feel ordinary sex is very wham bam, thank you ma'am. It's very straight to the point. It's no real kissing. It's no like real affection. It's just really to get each other off. Versus wham bam, thank you ma'am. You want to do like more kissing, more affectionate, more loving, more. You're feeling more one with the person. You want to go next? Okay. So go ahead. Say your truth.
I think what ordinary sex is like, from a dude perspective,
Yes.
just catching a nut. That's really just horny. That's really like making love is like more like you into it. Like for me, like you and that person is having more likely a moment. You can't kiss them. You're not even thinking about should I kiss them. You just gonna do it. Just like, you know what I mean, like horror and all that. Like you're not thinking should I. Should they gonna, is they gonna do it back? You're genuinely like just going with it. You're just doing it. You're in the moment. Like for me, ordinary sex is just like it's you looking to finish. I mean, you don't care if they finish or not. You know, like you worry about yourself.
Brett, what do you think?
I agree on the definition of ordinary sex. It really is just like there really has to be like no string attached. Like I laid down feeling the same way I did when I got up. Like, but no, I mean the sex should be good though. Like if I'm gonna make it that, it should just at least be good at the least bit. However, like
Good on whose part? Like good on you're gonna make the sex good as far as yourself, or
I mean
you're
preferably
saying
preferably both, but at least me.
Yeah.
At the very least me.
Like at least pleasing you, or you mean you're gonna put in your work?
More as that, like, okay, at the end of the day, like whether you give it to me or I give it to myself from you, I better. Damn, what's that early?
This alarm is going off.
Why do I always want to know what they at 2:45? I don't know. Okay, so yeah, at the end of the day, like I at least better get mine.
Okay.
At the very least, and if you can't make that happen,
For ordinary.
yes. If at the very least you can't make that happen, trust me, I'm gonna try to make it happen for my damn self, cause you ain't about to waste my time, and I'm not getting nothing off. Okay. So
Now for lovemaking.
lovemaking, It's like kind of like y'all both already said. It's a moment. It's y'all don't even need to. It's nothing even you need to kind of say. You just
It's just a feeling.
you feel it. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna ask you guys both this. Which one do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer lovemaking or do you guys prefer regular sex?
Okay. Ultimately,
Ultimately.
I prefer lovemaking. Ultimately,
Okay.
but in reality,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like at this point I damn near prefer just ordinary sex, because to have that sort of like unspokenness about you guys, I feel like you guys need to kind of be there.
How you?
Yeah, I definitely prefer the lovemaking part because it's like it's neutral. Ordinary sex is just like, whatever, like for the moment, right now.
Got it.
After I'm done, I'm good. After lovemaking, it's more like being your face, chilling, up under your type shit. So like, yeah, I prefer that. You can come in contact with that. That's not every day.
Got it. Alright guys, we are on the last question. We are lit, every single one of us. And the last question is, what is your opinion about sexting? Have you ever done it? So, who wants to go first?
Me, I love her.
Okay, Trent wants to go first.
Yeah, I know everybody. I think everybody has done sexting before. I mean, I feel like I'm a little too old for that now. I don't really want to be teased. Feel me? So unless we like on some married shit or like deep in like a relationship, yeah, it's cool here and there. Like hit me with random pictures, but I'm not looking nor am I asking for it. Like, feel me?